my crafty friends. Welcome to Happy Place Crafting, crafting therapy for the soul. I hope you all are fabulous. I am doing just dandy. Today is day 2 of Dear Prompt. Prompt cards plus art play equals a journal page, a card, whatever you want to make. Um, Bit of housekeeping. First of all, you can get the Dear Prompt list. It is in the community page of my YouTube channel. You can get it there. And don't forget, we're participating in Inktober. Today's is weave. We have to weave with ink. I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll figure it out. And also, hey, Joey, the card maker, is back. So go check him out. He's got a new video, and he's created this take and create for us, and it's so cute. Look, it opens up, and then it's got these little, and there, I had stuff left over. I always have stuff left over with him. He gives us a lot of stuff. So, yeah, it's really cute. Very fall-like. It'd be cute to tuck in a fall journal. So, I have all mine in like a box that I've made of his, and I'm thinking about making some kind of journal with just his makes in it. I thought that might be kind of cool because there's some really cool design ideas in these, and it might be fun to like flip through at another time. Okay, enough running my mouth with housekeeping. Let's pick our cards. Pick a card, any card. These need mixed up majorly. They are not very well mixed up. Whoops. They don't shuffle very well because they've got things on them. But we do need to mix them up a bit. Let's just mix them up. Okay. I don't know. That King of Spades is calling to me for some reason. Oh. We don't want the Queen of Spades. You know in spades what she's called. We'll eventually have to get her, but not today. She's worth 13 points. Okie doke. Let's pick an action. We put the actions, we had to shuffle them back in. Let's do that one. He's odd man out for the element. And our last make. I'll have to put those back in. And let's see what we've got going on here. Let's zoom you in. Don't forget to check out the hashtag if you're participating, Dear Prompt HPC for Happy Place Crafting, or if you use Inktober's prompts, make sure you use the hashtag Inktober so that other people who are doing it can see too. All right, corn maze is the color. Ay. Okay, corn maze. Ay. Okay, crumpled is the action. All right, I can handle that. Feather is the element. Okay. And our make is going to be a tuck spot. Row. Okay. Yikes. Okie doke. I gotta really think about this. All right, let's get a blank page so we're not thinking about that page. Okay. I'm thinking feather. I just made a bunch of feathers. I'm trying to think what I did with them. This is my thing. Here they are. Yeah. Okay. No, I don't want that there. Okay, wait. Let's set that over there. Okay. I made these feathers the other day. So we probably can use one of these. These are with that micro powder and some feather stamps that I have, but they turned out really cool. And I think I had one sitting on my desk that I used in a page the other day. So, all right, so we'll use one of those. That'll work. corn maze. We need to get a color going here. Some kind of color. I don't think we're going to be able to use the orange kit today. Because when I think of orange, I do not think of corn maze. So that's out the window today. I don't think I'm going to have anything in these papers that are going to be like a yellowish color. Why can't I get that separated? That's brown. It's orange. Why did I not do a corn page? Oh, that might work. This might work. It's kind of got that yellowish. We would have to use it this way where the words are going to be well, sideways. But we can make that work. Okay, corn maze crumbled. We can crumple something for the decoration. Tuck spot. We need a tuck spot. A tuck spot. What if we... I don't think I like that. I feel like we need to use another piece of paper. And I'm actually kind of leaning towards this, and I don't know why. I love this. Like, but does this, because that kind of goes a little bit with that. What if we... I don't know. Let's see. I've got some Adi's paper here. Her freebies. Ooh, we could use that. And this is I accidentally printed this on cardstock. That might be lovely. Let's do that. That's kind of macabre. 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 Okay. And then I'm kind of thinking, where's those ravens that we had yesterday? Maybe we use that and put that one of those ravens. Where are they? Perch them on that. There's the bat. Oh, there's one. There's a smaller one too, though. Where'd he go? I'm going to need to do a better job of sorting this so that I can get to things quicker. Oh, there's another little flower. There's little labels. Oh, I think it's him right there. What if we perched him? Or we could perch him on there. I don't like the skull, but I might cut it out. But we could, he's kind of like, ha ha ha. Okay. That's crazy because I don't usually like stuff like that. And crows kind of freak me out because the other day I heard somebody say that if you make a crow mad, it remembers for its whole life, and it passes it down through its DNA to its children and grandchildren. So like, do not make a crow mad. Don't hit it with your car on accident. Like, stay away from crows because they remember. I don't like birds that remember. I have a problem with birds anyway. So, birds that remember? Nah, I'm not playing that. No, I don't think so. I think I'll pass on that. I've never liked birds since I saw the movie The Birds. And it freaks me out when I'm driving down the road and there's a swarm of like a million birds together. I'm like, no. Just go away. My kids laugh at me because they think I'm so absurd about it, but I'm like, ah, the birds. The birds. I can't handle it. They're gonna get us. So yeah, no, not my thing. Clearly, not my thing. They're pretty from a distance. I don't mind bluebirds. You know, I don't mind them as long as they stay away from me. But like in the zoo, when they have like the what's it called, the aviary, and you can like go in and it's full of birds. Nope, I'm not doing that. Nope, nope, nope. Forever ago, I used to clean this lady's house, and she had a bird, and she would let it out, and it would fly everywhere. And I used to think it was so disgusting because, like, that means it'll poop anywhere. Just flying around and poop on your sofa. That's disgusting. So, ugh, I hated it. And I did not like the bird flying around. It made me crazy. It did. She was a crazy lady anyway. She accused me of stealing a bracelet or a ring or something. I don't even know what it was. It was my aunt's friend. And she didn't even confront me about it. She told my aunt about it. Really? How professional is that? And I clearly had not done it. And so I stopped working for her. And later, like a week later, my aunt said, "Oh, she found it." But did she apologize to me? No. I mean, who do you think I am? You think I'm, just because I'm working for you, that I'm so desperate that I'm going to steal something? Give me a break. Like, if you're going to accuse me, you better come with some proof. Because otherwise, it ain't me. It's not. Okay. So anyways, that's the little story for today. Have you ever been accused of anything that you didn't do? And you can't prove it that you didn't do it. So it's their word against your word. It's not a fun feeling. For reals. Let's just... No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to cut that. So let's just ink it. We'll ink it better. Make it go away. Make it go away. I was watching Die last night, which, by the way, I wasn't even sure Die was going to come on last night. I was like, hello. I was watching Hazel's interview with Gwen the Trash Witch, which was very good. If you haven't seen it, you need to go back. It's totally sold me on Gwen. I love her. I subscribed to her channel. I hadn't been subscribed before, so that was kind of a cool thing. And that's one of the things I love about what Hazel's doing, because you get to meet other creators that, like, aren't in your circle, you know what I mean? And I agree with Hazel that the circles can sometimes feel pretty restricting and small. and kind of get a little bit junior high-ish at times. And, like who's included in that and who's included in this and all that, whatever. And I just don't have time for that. And so I think broadening your circle is a good thing. Like you can't just be watching the same people all the time and hanging around the same people all the time. Um, so broadening, who you watch is a good idea. And, you know, I love the big creators, Margaret and Pam, and, you know, uh, Julie from Camilla Crafts. Um, there's a lot of big crafters out there, right? Tasha from Treasure Books. They have good ideas. However, they've already got a million subscribers, right? So if you're trying to like support a channel that doesn't have a lot of subscribers, support the little guys as well as the big guys. But pay some attention to those little guys, because the little guys, they have some good ideas and they're motivated, and so show them some love, because I just feel like sometimes they're undervalued. And I was watching one of my videos yesterday. I realized that I say a lot. I say probably 100 times in a video. It's because this is my reason, and take it for what it is. See, there I go again. My mind doesn't always think the way I need it to think. So sometimes I need like a pause, and the ums are my way of like pausing to think about what I want to say and how I want to say it. Does that make sense? So I apologize if I say a lot, but I don't see that changing anytime soon. Just don't. I'm very well aware of it, so don't think I'm not, and it's something I'm working on. It's just clearly a work in progress. Oh my gosh, I hate it when I do this. Oh, it's right there, I think. Do you ever mark it and then you forget where you marked it? I think it's right there. Okay. Whoops. I hit my light. All right. So we're going to add this here, which I love. I love, 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 love that. They totally go together. Is this upside down? It is, I think. I know it's like damask or whatever. I don't think I say that right, but whatever. But, and it shouldn't really have a direction, but sometimes I feel like it does. Do you ever feel like that? Oh, should we? Nah, we're not going to put a notch in this. People are going to know that it's a tuck spot. Okay. Anyways, back to my rant about small creators. That's why I love Hazel, because she does these and it introduces me to creators that I know nothing about. Now, guess who she's going to have on next week? Diane from the Pretty Pink Cottage. I am so excited. I love Diane. I watch her faithfully every day. She is one creator that I watch no matter what. And there's very few, by the way, that I do that with. Some of my friends, I try to watch them as much as I can. But Diane from the Pretty Pink Cottage, she puts out a video every day. And I appreciate that. I am a very routine person, and I need routine in my life. And so the fact that she puts out a video every day makes me really happy. And I love just listening to her talk. She talks about her life and her, she just moved, and here I am talking about her like I know her, and I don't know her. You know what I mean? I don't know her. But I do really like her. So, and she talks about, she has some really great, I love her journals. I love her style. She's really gotten me into the retro style. opened up possibilities to me about that. And also, she does a lot of hauls from, flea markets and stuff she goes to. So if you're not checking her out, you are missing out. But she's going to be on Hazel's next Wednesday. So I started to say this because I started to say about Diane. I feel like I'm saying more than a normal because I'm aware of it. Is that weird? I need to just take a breath instead of saying 100 million times. Okay, so back to Diane. I knew that she was gonna. I know that the two collide, so I usually have to come into Diane's a little bit late, but usually not much, because Hazel usually only runs about an hour and a half. But she actually ran later than that last night, and I was kind of glad because Diane, I kept checking and she wasn't on, and I have her set to my notifications, so I'm like, I really knew that she wasn't on. We're gonna just darken that up a little bit. You know me, I do not like white. So we just need to age that a little bit better. There. But then all of a sudden, I was watching, Hazel had ended, her interview had ended. I was watching another video, I don't even remember what, and then all of a sudden, Di's on. And I'm like, all right. And then by that time, it was like after 9 o'clock by the time I realized she was on. And then when I came on, she wanted me to craft with her, and I wanted to so bad. But I was like already tucked and snuggled in, and it's a stretch for me to even be doing Pam's because it's not until like 9 o'clock at night. And I'm usually like done by that time of the night. I'm going to have to take a nap tomorrow because I'm up. I was up at 5 o'clock this morning. So like, and doing things. So something just fell. Oh, a bracelet. I'm like, something moved. It scared the bejeebies out of me. Okay. Let's keep working on this. I need to stop running my mouth so much and start crafting more. Okay. Let's see what we got here. We need to incorporate feather. We can't forget to do that. Tuck spot we've got. Corn maze we've got. We have feathers. Man, I wish we had a blacker feather. There are one of these that have like black and gray. Where are they? I did one. Is it these that I did the black and gray and silver like on? Maybe it is. I thought I did it on a white one too. I love these though. But I think we'll use one of these. I think we'll use this. I want it to be floating down. Like the bird flew over and it came floating, maybe. Okay. Feather, corn maze, tuck spot, crumpled. And we need to make something to go in here. This is our dilemma now. How long have I been blabbing my mouth? For 25 minutes. Lovely. Blabbing for 25. Ooh, I didn't see that before. That's pretty cool. I feel like our spider web needs a spider. Oh, wait, is there a spider in here? I think there is. Ooh, there is. is. There is. Look at that little spider. He's all sparkly too. Should we put him there like he's dangling down? I think we should. He's a sticker. Okay. Spider there. That works. What else do we have? We're not going to use that. These are so cool. Ooh, I love that too. Ooh, that is kind of cool. So anyways, I finally got to catch Di, but then I didn't get to craft with her, which made me sad. But Cheryl came and crafted with her, so that made me happy because I don't want to feel bad. I'm thinking. Okay. We've got this one too. We've got some coloring books. We've got some napkins. We've got You're Invited. This is Halloween Bingo. Let's check it out. Well, we might be able to use the black one. We might use that. Oh, we've got material. Here's more of those ghosts. These are Monster High confettis. This stuff I had, see, I used to, when my kids were little, well, not Sophie, but Sadie and Vinny, when they were little. Look, I've got Halloween bags in here. Oh, there's more bingo cards. I must have had bingo twice. This is some kind of spinners in there. Ooh. It's got a spinner for the bingo cards. Look, they've got little markers that are spiders. That might be interesting. I've got all kinds of stickers in here, which I don't think we need to use any of those. I was mainly looking for something. Look at this Charlie Brown. I love it. I've got that too. Okay, I digress. Showing off my stupid things. Anyways, I used to have Halloween party for my kids every year. Oh, well. See, this is kind of cutesy, and I didn't really want to go cutesy. I wanted to go less cutesy. Maybe we won't use this, but maybe we'll use a regular bingo card. That feels awful thick. It is, because it's two, that's why. Alright. Anyways, I used to have a Halloween party for my kids every year. And it was a lot of fun. They would have, because they were Irish twins. They were 13 months apart. So they kind of had the same friend groups a little bit. their friends overlapped a lot, so it was easy to throw them, you know, a joint party. And so I would decorate the house, and we would have games and food and, you know, snacks and pizza, and just, it was a lot of fun. I always loved doing it with them. Very fond memories for me. So when I was going through all my stuff out in the shed, I was like, oh, I've got all this stuff. I really don't need this anymore. I'm not going to be having any more kid Halloween parties. Sophie's, you know, too old for all that. And, you know, my grandkids have moved away. So, oh, isn't she cute? Oh my gosh. She is so cute. I don't know how I want to incorporate this weather in. But so I thought, well, I'm just going to get rid of a bunch of stuff. My gosh, she's so cute too. I feel like we need something else, but I don't know what. Maybe she's looking like at those little ghosts like, huh? What are you doing, little ghosts? We still need to crumple something. We still need to crumple something. I didn't have any other Halloween. Napkins. I have ball napkins. Wait a minute. I took every one of my napkins and put them in this thing because I don't use my napkins enough, right? I've got lots of napkins, lots of different kinds. I don't use them enough. So I thought, well, if I put them all, one of each one in here, then maybe I would use them more often. I'm looking, I don't have any like fall ones. They're all florals and springs. There's no fall? No, there isn't. Well, that cuts out that idea. I have one more idea. Tissue paper. Tissue paper. Let's see if I have something. New. We need some fall tissue paper. What is our problem? Well, I suppose we could use bits and pieces of this. We don't have to cover up the whole thing. Let's see if we can put some pieces of this on here. Just decoupage them on there. Okay. Let's move this out of the way for a minute. We need to ink those guys as well. Let's stick these back in here. Okay. Where's our decoupage? There we go. Okay. We will crumple it up. Watch. let's do, I'm going to tear a piece. I'm going to crumple it up. See, you can see I crumpled it up. And then we're going to put it on here. I'm just going to do this. And then we're going to do this. Yeah. Yes. Let's do some down here. Oh. We didn't crumble that page, that piece. We should have crumpled it. Let's use this. Look, we'll crumple this one up too. That way we've got two crumpled up things on there. Crumple, crumple. Okay. Just put a little bit. And let's just... Okay. I'm not mad about it. Not mad, not mad at all. Stick those over there. Let's ink these guys and then we'll dry that. Okay. Because I love these, but as we've discussed, they are kiss cut a little bit too big. A little bit. I need to go through and trim them, but why do that when I can just ink them? I mean, I've got time, but not that much time. Homecoming is this weekend, so that's exciting. We have to go get a bouquet of flowers this evening for homecoming pictures, so that's going to be fun. Okay, let's dry this real quick. I moved the dryer up. Already? Is it not plugged in? No, not anymore. It's not. Apparently I unplugged it. Okay, that's not good. All right, sorry about that. I don't know why moving it unplugged it. The cord's like closer than it was before, but that's okay. Hey, hey, I don't know why that song is going through my head. I think because last night I asked it to play a song, and it was like, oh, I can't do that because you don't have Spotify Premium, blah blah blah. But here's a channel you may like or whatever, and I think that song was on it. It played a lot of really good songs. I was like, oh, okay, I'm not mad about this. Oh, isn't she cute? She is so cute. She's just a cutie patootie. And she's looking at those ghosts like, I don't know about you guys. I don't know. You're a little cute, but you're a little scary. Okay. All right. So I definitely want this in here. So we're going to put that in there. We're just going to stick this leaf there. And we're going to, no, we're not going to stick it there. We're going to stick it down here. Peeking out. Okay. And then this is going to go in here. I feel like this needs, like, grunged up a bit more. I mean, it's already been kind of grunged up and the edges have been ruffled, but, and we need some kind of, no, we don't need, but I'd like, okay, what do we think of that? Or we could put it down here and put this sticking out. I don't know what I want to do with that. Oops. What's going on with that? I think that needs glued down because that bird seemed to come up a little bit. Okay. Glue that down. I like that, I like that, I like that, I like that. Okay, let's just see if we've got it together today. Maybe we'll make this one a little bit shorter than we have been, which would be nice. Okay, crumpled. We crumpled the, well, okay. Hold on. Let's write on the back of this. You know what we didn't do? Oh, we're not done. I just realized, I almost totally forgot. The action is crumpled. The element was feather. The color was corn maze. And the make was tuck spot. But we also have the Inktober, which is weave. How are we going to weave with ink? This is interesting. I'm thinking. What if we... How do we weave with ink? I need to think about this. I do kind of know. It's kind of like a doodle. I'm pretty sure you go like that. And that. That. Like that. I think you keep on doing it like that. I could be totally off base here, so all right, so that's the weave one way, but then we've got it like that. So then I think it goes that, that, that. Now I think the weave goes that way. Does that make sense? to you? I think it's what it's supposed to be. I think that that's weave. Let's zoom you in so you can kind of see better. Okay. I kind of feel like I need to do ink. Because this is like above, below, above, below, above. Ink, 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 ink. I think we're gonna do this. Okay. Do I have a thicker? Is this one thick? No, I thought I had a brush. 2.5 it says. Is this the brush? Oh, it is. Okay, let's use that. All right, so I think we want the unders to be darker. Above, under. Okay. I think this might be wrong. I feel like that one needs to go that way. I think this is wrong. Hold on a minute. Let's try this again. Okay. We're gonna go this way. Okay. Then I think it needs to be that. Then I think it needs to go this way. So that way, that way, that way, that way, that way, that way. Then I think it needs to go that way. Then I think it needs to go the opposite. I do think that that's the way it's supposed to go. I don't know. I am not an expert on any of this, so don't do as I do. Don't do as I do. Okay. That, that. Okay. And then it'd be the opposite. So that. And that would be that way. No. That would be that way. That would be that way. And that would be that way. Okay. I have two of these. I thought it felt weird. Okay. So that's going to be, this is going to be the top. Okay, let's outline this first. Oh no, we don't want to use that one to outline. Okay. That's where I went wrong. It still might not be right. I don't know. We're about to find out though. Yeah, because these, I think, should be the opposite too. I think these should be the opposite as well. I think those should go that way. And then this one would be this way. And then this one would be this way. Yeah, they both need to go opposite. Okay. Then this one is going to be okay. But then this one's not. I think that's right. Okay. I think this creates a weave. I apologize for not knowing how to do this. No, I mean, okay, I think it's good because, like, if you didn't know how to do it and I didn't know how to do it, then we worked it out together, right? But I'm not an expert on any of this stuff, so, and it still might not be right. I don't even know. Okay. All right, so this part here, I feel like it's the top, so it should be gray. I know this isn't pen, but we don't have to do the whole thing in pen. Okay. So that, so it kind of gives a checkerboard effect almost. I still don't think this is right. Because look, all those that go the same way. It's like I messed it up at some point, but this isn't right. Because now they're kind of rounded. I don't know. Whoops. And then these will color in. I don't know. This is my best attempt at weaving. I still don't think I did it right. I'm going to have to watch something on how you weave paper with ink. I know there is a way to do it. Because I'm pretty sure I've done it before. It's been a long time. I have a book that, it's like a roll-off book for gel printing. And this is more like a checkerboard pattern. I don't know. Then a weave. But anyways, I doodle on them. Doodle on the pages. With ink, actually. And I love to doodle on them. I probably should bring that book in here. If I remember, I'll bring it in and show it to you next time. I don't know. This requires too much thinking this early in the morning for somebody who does not doesn't look like a weave. That one almost looks more like a weave than this one does. Maybe I was better on track with that one. I don't know. Maybe it does need to stay the same. We're going to color this one in and see if it's... which one looks more like a weave. Okay. Then we're going to do the opposite. That one. That one. That one. Maybe I shouldn't have second guessed myself. Maybe I was right the first time. See, this is a problem with me. I'm always second guessing everything. It's part of my anxiety. It's how my mind talks me out of doing things. This one definitely looks more like a weave than the other one did. Of course it does. So, what did we learn from this? We learned that don't second guess yourself, because usually your first instincts are the best. And secondly, because this looks way more like a weave than that does. Okay. See, look. This looks like a weave. This does not. This is like a checkerboard. So keep them the same. And you'll be fine. And I think I'm going to leave it. Well, you know what? I know what we'll do. I know what we'll do. We're going to ink it with ink. I'm going to distress it. Okay. Then, okay, let's put this away. Get this out of the way. All right. Now, let's put these back. This is no good. Yeah, we're not even going to try to keep that. Okay, we're going to make a tag out of this now that we've woven it. So let's do it in half. And let's get our tag board. And let's line this up. And do that. There we go. What did we do with scissors? Here we are. We don't need it to be that long. Okay. And we're going to add this. Should we add it on here or here? Let's add it on here. Okay. All right. We're over an hour again. See, I can't seem to get these under an hour. And you know, I could fast forward it. And hey, I just recently learned how to fast forward videos that, like, you know, you can speed them up to watch them, because I had already watched a bunch of videos and then I was like, you know what, I want to go back and take notes on some of these. So, but I didn't like need to watch them, you know what I mean? So I fast forwarded them and it was, oh, why did that come up? Huh. Squash that back down there. So I did. I went back and took notes on it, and they worked out really, really cool. Really fast. You know, instead of watching an hour-long video, you can watch it in, you know, double time or a time and a half, and still be able to understand what they're saying. They just say it quicker. And I'm thinking maybe people want to do that with my videos sometimes, because it is a process, and it would take an hour-long video and scram it down to half an hour. And I guess I could do that for you. However, there's some people like me that, like, when I'm crafting, I like to put crafters on and listen to them talk and craft. And then I just want to, you know, then I have an hour to kill where I'll listen to them. You know what I mean? But it is nice to have for when you don't have time, then you can just fast forward it. And that way you can see, it's a way to see more people. And I was like, oh, yes, thrilling. Because that way, if somebody's live stream is 4 hours long, I can double time it and get it done in, you know, well, maybe not. I mean, it would be 2 hours still. That's a commitment, right? Sometimes I'll watch part of it, but anyways, it would be easier. Okay, so let's make sure we got all this stuff done. I am losing my voice. Have I been talking for too long? Probably. Let's throw a cough drop in there. Okay. Let's see. Make sure we got our prompts done. Tuck spot. We made a tuck spot here. Love it. Love it. Corn maze. The color is corn maze for the back here with the spider webs. Feather. I'd made a feather before, so I just used that and added that to it. And crumpled. We crumpled the tissue paper to add to the bingo card before we Mod Podged it down. So, and then all the other stuff is just extra. Oh, and then weave from Inktober. Weave. We figured out, finally, with a lot of trial and error, how to draw a weave onto a piece of paper. And we ended up cutting that and using it for a tab, which turned out terrific, right? I love it. Love it. So far, I'm having a lot of fun with the Inktober thing, so I know that I'm not like an artist. I don't compare to those people. But I am having fun with it, and I think that's the main thing. And it still requires you to kind of think. Like, we had to figure out how to do a weave with ink. How do you do that? I don't know. Well, we figured it out. So, all right. Remember that crafting is cheaper than therapy, and we get to make really cool friends and really cool things. Do you like my girl over there? You see her? Where is she? No. Here. Her. Isn't she cute with her little Halloween decoration? I need to get better at this. Ko-Fi. Here. Don't forget to go to Ko-Fi and become a member for $1. Easy peasy. You get 3 free crits. One of them is dropping tomorrow. Tomorrow, yay! Which maybe I'll work on that. I think that is what I'm going to work. I had no clue what I was going to work on tomorrow night during Pam's interview with me, because you have to work on something while you're talking. And I think my make and create would be a wonderful thing to work on since it drops tomorrow. While I'm, because it's kind of, I wanted to do something that was was not too thought provoking, because I'm gonna have to think about the questions. Okay. Don't forget to use Inktober. Hashtag Inktober if you're participating. And don't forget to use, let me move. Can you see that? Hashtag Dear Prompt HPC for Happy Place Crafting. If you are participating in the prompt challenge this month of October. So far, so good. So much fun. I'm having fun, and every page is different. I just love it. I'm loving it. Who knew I would like this much? I don't know. And you might be getting bored of me, but I hope not, because I like hanging out with you. And all right, anyways, I'm done babbling. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you go. Okay. Ta-ta. Take care. See you next time.